This is not a good show, but god damn it, do I still enjoy it. What's up, y'all? It's your man, that dude, bring you guys another video. The Misfit at Demon King Academy. This show is the epitome of a power fantasy isekai, although I guess it's not really isekai, but just your typical power fantasy anime where you take a main character, you give him a bunch of OP abilities, and you throw him in typically a school setting and just let him run amok and just dominate everyone. And that's just all this show is. But it is that turned up to 11, and I love it. It's so great. And I can't tell if the show is so bad that it's good, or if it's like intentionally being somewhat of a parody of the power fantasy genre. At least I couldn't tell from the first two episodes. Episodes 1 and 2, I was still very unsure. Okay, is this show just so bad it's good, or is it kind of intentional? After episode 3, I'm really getting the sense that this show takes itself seriously. It's really trying to tell an actual story in the power fantasy genre without being, tongue-in-cheek. And which that doesn't really diminish it for me. That's still a great, well, it's not a great show, but I still enjoy it greatly, just given what it is, because it is hilarious in just the absurd amounts of power that this character has and what he's able to do. And he's more powerful than everybody else. He's smarter than everybody else. He's a really good looking character. The girls like him. It is your typical like do it all Mary Sue like protagonist, just turned up to the nth degree. He's just that much more powerful than your regular characters. He knows so much more. It's hard to explain if you haven't watched the show, because it's just an enjoyable if you like that kind of stuff. I like almost mindless entertainment when it comes to anime. Like the highbrow stuff is great. You enjoy that stuff. This is not gonna be a classic. This is not gonna be a show we're gonna talk about for years later on. But given for what it is right now, it's highly enjoyable. To say a little bit about the plot, which is not really important, just given what the show is. The Demon King died 2,000 years ago. He's been reincarnated and a younger, like a baby, a newborn. And within a month, he ages to high school age, and so he enrolls at Demon King Academy. The Demon King Academy is basically the school that the demons use to find a new demon lord. And so he's just going to the school. And of course, he has all the knowledge and power that he had when he was the actual demon lord 2,000 years ago. So he just dominates everyone else at the school. His first day there, he meets like an upperclassman, gets challenged to a duel, and basically wins the duel by making the upperclassman give up. And the way he does that is he kills the guy with his heartbeat, with the vibrations from his heartbeat. That's how powerful he is. Kills the guy over and over again, and he just keeps resurrecting him. So he kills him, resurrects him, kills him, resurrects him. Basically just like a form of mental torture on the guy, so the guy finally admits defeat. That's the kind of power this guy has. It's ridiculous. The show reminds me in a lot of ways of The Irregular at Magical High School. Even the titles are similar. You have the Misfit at Demon King Academy, The Irregular at Magical High School. I wouldn't be surprised if, I'm not sure what the source material, how old it is, and like the relative dating of the source material for both shows. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Misfit at Demon King Academy drew some inspiration from The Irregular at Magical High School. But even that is such a time-old formula. You take a super powerful main character, you throw him in typically a school setting, and just go from there. So even then, I'm not gonna say it like copies The Irregular at Magical High School, but just a lot of similarities between the shows. If you like The Irregular at Magical High School, good chance you'll like this, because they're basically the same show, but the Misfit at Demon King Academy is just that on a higher degree, at least just absurdity. As I said earlier, not every show has to be, so really thought-provoking or have some like a lot of emotional depth or that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just want to watch a show you can put on, get a few laughs, watch some decent like action, and that'd be the end of it. And that show fits the bill. Like if you like a little bit of mindless entertainment in your anime, I think you'll like this. If you're already a fan of like action, maybe some isekai, if you've like past power fantasy shows, you'll love this, because it's just power fantasy like turned up to 11. So you'll like this show, because at the end of the day, anime is just meant to entertain us. And so who doesn't want to watch a super cool main character be kind of an asshole, do cool shit, and get all the girls? Because that's all this show is, and I'm cool with it. That's it. It's just that's what this show gives you. Ride with it, enjoy it for what it is. But that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.